actors are heroes to people. That's why characters are heroes to people. Forrest Gump was icon. Luke Skywalker was an icon. Han Solo was an icon. Because people are like, oh yeah, I'm like Han, not like Luke, a pretty boy. You know, I'm like Han. I'm cynical and funny, and I get the girl in the end. And that's the power of avatars in society. But I'm going to have you watch this video here, because the best explanation I've ever seen that we're going to go over today is by a guy named Eben Pagan, who talks about what an avatar is.
So in this next section, I want to talk about a concept that I call creating your customer avatar. And the process of creating your customer avatar involves a lot of this approach that I call see-through, or seeing through the eyes of another person, experiencing what it's like to be them. And I thought these two quotes were particularly appropriate. It's impossible to overlook the extent to which civilization is built upon a renunciation of instinct. It's also impossible to overestimate the extent to which business is built upon renunciation of instinct and human emotions and feelings and communication. And the aim of marketing is to know and understand the customer so well that the product or service fits him and sells itself. Peter Drucker. When you really understand your customer and you really understand what their needs are, you can create things that speak directly to them and really meet their needs. Let's imagine that this represents your entire group of prospects and customers. All of them. They're all in here. Now, if you took that and you sort of projected it out, and you created a figure or a personality or a persona that represented what all of your prospects or customers had in common that was relevant to your niche or your category, and then you named this person and you started describing them to me, you would then have what I call a customer avatar. And we could talk about that customer avatar intelligently, and we could talk about how to create a relationship with them, how to get them to want to buy your stuff, how to serve their needs. That's your customer avatar. Now, if we then went further and we took all of your products, services, your marketing, everything that your business has created, and we projected that out into another personification, another image, another person, this would be your business avatar. Now, in this program, for the most part, we're going to focus on your customer avatar. This will be advanced enough material. But in my view, one of the ways to really take advantage of the incredible discoveries and tools and methods that have been created in business is to create a customer avatar and create a business avatar, and then create a conversation between them. So now what we want to do is we want to create a dialogue between these two. My own personal example of creating a customer avatar, and one of the ways that I've developed and kind of refined this over time, was our original business when we started this company, which is the Double Your Dating business. And in Double Your Dating, I created this avatar of my customers, where I took all of them and I put them together, and I tried to imagine what they had in common when it comes to challenges with dating, challenges with the opposite sex. And we named this avatar appropriately Irwin. And if there's anyone here named Irwin, my name's Eben, so I got the same thing. Just seemed like a good thing to name him. So Irwin has challenges with women. Now, what's interesting about Irwin, by the way, is that there are a lot of Irwins, right? There are millions of Irwins out there. And Irwins have overlaps. They have places like the Venn diagram where all the circles overlap. And there's a spot right in the center. If you put 100 circles all around overlapping a little bit, and there's a hole in the center where you could shoot an arrow through it. That's the sweet spot. Now, all the Irwins have those 100 things in common, but outside of those 100 things, they don't have the rest in common. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a construct in my mind of a type of person or personification that doesn't exist and has never existed. Someone that only has 100 qualities. And then I'm only talking to those 100 qualities. And I'm not talking to all the rest. Because if I talk to quality number 101, I lose 60% of the audience.